All right, guys, the No King's Day Parade protest. Well, it's just more protests, but for June 14th, people are framing this as a way to also reclaim the American flag. Now, protests are planned for about 1,800 communities across the country. June 14th, specifically, it's the same day that Donald Trump is holding the military parade in Washington. So organizers are pretty much saying, like, you know, and Rosenberg and I have had this conversation before, but they're bringing out the American flag because they believe, like, they're not going to let MAGA take, like, full control of their flag. They believe, like, in fact, the most patriotic thing you can do in America is show up peacefully, protest, and petition your government for something better.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So, a lot of people on social media, and of course they start switching things, but when you see the news of people showing the worst parts of protests, it's usually someone with a Mexican flag. All right, look at how un-American this is.
Well, so here's the thing about the United States of America. You have people here who have all types of nationalities, ethnicities, and cultures. That's what the experiment and the plan of this whole thing was. So when people have pride in a flag that represents their heritage, that's not anti-American. The deal wasn't that you had to abandon your heritage to become an American, which is why you have Italian Americans and you have Mexican Americans and African American, is because you've held on to your heritage. And that's always been a part of it. So for somebody to fix their lips and act like somebody waving a Mexican flag in pride of, you know, especially in the face of being ostracized and done harm due to their heritage or their origin story, nobody should have a problem. And I don't think we'll ever live in a time where there won't be pushback against that narrative. We'll always have pushback. There will always, fam, never forget, y'all push back against an elected president. You stormed the Capitol and wiped doo-doo on the walls. People died on January 6th. The images of that are far worse than anything we've seen around these LA protests.
Why are you bringing up old stuff, Ebro? That was so long ago.
Crazy. And also, while speaking to reporters in the Oval Office, Trump warned protesters not to interrupt his parade and all of the events in Washington. He said for those who want to protest, they're going to be met with very big force. These people hate our country, and they will be met with very heavy force.
They hate you.
They hate our country. They want to be here.
But yes.
Hate our country. You hate our country. You hate the actual Constitution. You hate honestly, he hates everything about America except that he can get rich here. The only thing he loves about America is that you could be a criminal and it doesn't matter. You could just keep doing whatever you want.
That's your Flash and Lights report.